Hello, hello, welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is Historics Auctions time, and it's time for an auction preview and to take you around my favourite lots. The sun is shining, I'm in a good mood. However, rather depressingly, I am actually in my Tesla today. Less on that, the better. Let's go and take a look around then, because the Historics April auction is upon us. And as always, if you ever want to get rid of a car, sell a car is a slightly nicer way of putting it, make sure you can sign it with Historics. It's very, very easy to do. The team will come out to you, come and value it, stick it in the auction, get a load of money for it, jobs are good. So without further ado then, let's go round. I'm going to take you through my favourite lots, because there's over 150 lots at this auction here at the rather incredible Escort racecourse. It's not the first time I've been here with Historics. I was here last year as well, some of you will recall, and actually I did bring my Turbo S along with me at the time. I think I've been here in my SLS as well. There's also a video right now on the Historics YouTube channel of myself driving a 550 Vicky Butler Henderson in a naturally aspirated, wonderful V12 Vantage, and Mr. Matthew Priddy in, actually, as if on cue, it's almost like I've organised this, V10 BMW M6. So that is on the Historics channel right now, and it's a very nice high production video, so go and check that out, but not until you've watched the rest of this. Right, here we go then, as always with these auction preview videos. The lot number is in the window, so if you go on the Historics Auctions website, you can just type in the lot number and it'll bring you up all the details on that particular car. So we're kicking things off then, a little bit old school, chalk and cheese. We've got my appliance there and this V8 Defender. This has been a nut and bolt restoration. It's a 1988 car, and literally everything has been done. Engine rebuild, new differentials, absolutely everything to a very, very high standard. The paintwork is absolutely wonderful, and we've got a tan interior as well, manual gearbox, but literally absolutely everything has been done to this double cab. That is lot number 167, and that is sensational. I don't think you're probably getting it in this super bright sunshine here, but that is wonderful. Estimate on that is 60 to 70 odd grand. That is nut and bolt restored though, so that is a very, very special car. Right, there are lots of things here. I'm going to go past lots of things that you guys find of interest, and you'll shout at me, but I can't show you everything, otherwise this video would be 10 hours long. And nobody even wants 10 minutes of my guff, let alone 10 hours. This is quite obviously a Mark 1 Golf GTI. It is in, I think, potentially oak green metallic, because I think that was originally a VW colour. It is lot number 141, and that is about as good as it gets. This is the granddad of hot hatches. It's fully restored inside. It's absolutely mint, and that is beautiful. And that is actually something I may well have a flutter on for classic giveaways. We are in the market for more classics because we are going through them at a rate of knots at the moment. So that is something we may well have a little bit on. It's not going to be cheap, but that is a very, very nice example. That is lot number 141. So actually, don't bid on that one because we're going to have a go on that. That is the V10 M6, which I've already spoken about. We've got a few of these SLs knocking around. We've got one here, got one over there. V8, not a huge amount of money, metal folding roofs, and they do look stunning. They're looking better and better by the year. That is not actually a V8. I've just called it a V8, but it's not. We've also got this. Loads of you will recognise this, of course, right-hand drive, lot number 131. It is a Ford RS Turbo. Yes, 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 yes. Recaro seats, completely original inside. And look at that. Absolutely belting. I don't need to go into details about this car, but it's lot number 131, and it's completely original, on its original wheels. Perfect. One thing about this sale that I want to flag, there are a lot of Rolls Royces and Bentleys here. A lot. So if you are in the market for something regal, this auction is your bag. There are so many. From this shape to more modern to something slightly older, over there, you've pretty much got everything. Right, it wouldn't be an auction preview video without me honing in on yet another Porsche. We've got a 993 Carrera here. It is a manual car. It's a base Carrera. Some say the most pure of all the 911 variants is to get a Carrera. But one thing I particularly love about this car, it's got sport seats with the lovely finish at the back of them. It's a manual, but look at that bright blue interior. 110,000 miles on it, so it will go for a relatively reasonable price. Although that said, that is actually nothing on this. That is very, very good indeed. And it's a Porsche Club GB members car, which means it has probably been looked after very well. But that is a base 993, and had that been an auto, I would have been fancying having a bid for Ianthi on that, because at the moment I'm in the market to find her preferably a 993, an automatic car there, because she's not doing a proper license. That is very nice. What lot number is that? Sorry guys, I didn't hone in on that one. 152. There is such an eclectic mix of cars. There we go. John Cooper. Wonderful stuff. Lot number 157. And I did warn you about all the Rolls Royces and Bentleys at this sale. This is a Rolls Royce Silver Shadow 2. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Size of it! That is a wonderful, wonderful automobile. Right. This then, I want to show you this, and this is one of the cars that I actually think is extremely interesting. I was, back in the day, looking at getting one of these. Around the same time that I got my E93 M3, I was looking at buying one of these. You think, TGE, what on earth are you going on about? Actually, this car makes a very, very cool case for itself. It's not only a drop top, but it's also got that stonking AMG V8 in it. So you can have the roof off with that incredible, incredible engine. Actually, the whole side of it opens. These are super, super rare. These 63 variants, CLK 63s, you don't really see. They are a bit of a sleeper. You only got exhaust on one side. I literally can't remember the last time I saw one of these, but that is a hell of a lot of car for the money. Very cool. You might not be with me on that, but I actually really like these, and a big regret of mine is not buying one of these back in the day and leasing a brand new M3 instead. I wouldn't have lost a penny on this. We've got an old Jag there. Haven't got a clue what that is, because I am a complete Philistine. No idea. Another old Jaguar there. Mark II? I actually don't know my old Jags. I'm so sorry. I can pull the pants off you about Porsches, but some Mark, I just don't have all the space in my brain for every single manufacturer. Can only apologise. We've got another old SL here. These are climbing in value and looking better by the day. Oh, another Escort. Lovely XR3i cab. Woof. Sexy old Saab. It's all going on. We've got all sorts. That is as close to indestructible as you're ever going to get for a car. You want a car that literally lasts forever? That is your bet. And that is when Mercedes were building things properly. Can I say that? Not sure. And that's got seats in the back as well. I remember being a kid, if someone's dad had one of these cars, you'd fight for the back seat. You'd sit in there and you'd drive along on the motorway, sticking your fingers up at everyone behind you until you found someone that exhibited a bit of road rage and came out and attacked your friend's dad. That did actually happen once, and it was all my fault. Anyway, we've got the Mercedes SL there. What else have we got? We've got loads of bits here. Loads and loads of bits. All these cars, of course, are on the internet, available on the online catalogue. We've got this 996 Carrera in what looks like seal grey. Lovely stuff. Base car. Oh, no it's not, it's a Carrera 4. Woof. Look at that. Lovely stuff. No privacy glass. None of that nonsense. Grey interior. Tiptronic. Lovely little cruiser. And that, I suspect, will not go for a huge amount of money. Iconic, iconic silhouette there. Another old Jag. Here we go. Bentley time again. Look at that. We've actually got two here. Getting a little bit modern. 2001 car there. Look at those two. That was lot number 160 and lot number 241. Maserati. Big old S500. I think it's a V12. It's an S600. What is it? Like, it's proper dictator vibes. Love that. Actually, a coupe as well. It's a that is rare, actually. Sorry, on first glance, I just wrote that off, but that is V12 coupe. Find another one of them. Wow. We've got a Lister. Lawrence at Lister. I'm sure I'll be very interested in that. I think he actually bought back one of the black cars I saw in one of the old auctions. Lawrence actually bought it. The guy that actually owns Lister these days, he actually bought it. It's very cool. Bentley Continental GT, drop top, V12 Jag, and this, which is complete and utter mayhem. Lot number 220. So this is a 1974 Ford Escort Mark I Group 4 rally car, bit of a mouthful. This particular example has been prepared to Group 4 RS2000 specification with a freshly built, dry sumped 190 brake horsepower Pinto engine by Paul Gardner and twin 45 Weber carburetors, or Weber. I don't actually know how you say it, people say it differently around me. This power is actually fed through a Quaife 4-speed transmission with aluminium bell housing and heavy duty gearbox mount. The car also has a twin plate paddle clutch and hydraulic release bearings as well. So if you want to go rallying and cause some mayhem, that is a very good bet. And the estimate on that car is about 30 grand. You can't cause much more chaos on a rally circuit for 30 grand than that. Small snippet of outside shown to you then. It's time to come inside, out of the sunshine. That is havoc. I might have a bid on that for Archie. That'd suit him. Oh, what have we got? Oh, good heavens. Bahama yellow. Yes, please. We've got, wow. They've got a very, very, very nice 912. That is the standard at which my 912 should be, but still isn't for some reason. Nearly 4 years on, got original wheel. Even that alone these days, like 1,500 quid. They're a complete nightmare. The interior has clearly been retrimmed. The paint has been redone. Looks like a very nice, fresh set of Fuchs. That is lovely. Even these badges are cash, to be fair. They absolutely stink of money. Wow, very nice. I don't know who's letting that go, but I'll be holding on to that if I was them. Very nice. That is lot number 204. Wonderful. Pagoda. This car we actually drove on the Historics YouTube channel. Vicky Button Henderson drove this one, I believe, and she was trying to shout me down about saying that the 550 was a better buy than this, but it sounds unbelievable. So make sure you check that video out. 190 SL, that is very, very nice. And we've got an old Mercedes, and I'm such a pleb, I've got no idea what that is. I'm going to whiz through these because I've been waffling on for a while. This is lot number 193. It's got a ducktail. It has had extensive amounts of work done. It is a right-hand drive. That is lot number 193, so make sure you check that out. I love that. Bucket seats. Been drawn in. There we go. Woof. Got another old Jag there. Got a 964 as well, left-hand drive. Very nice. It continues. There's all sorts going on here. All sorts. This place is absolutely teeming with cars. Next up then, before we round things off and bring this video to a close, is this 1958 Chevrolet Impala. A bit of variation on this channel. 1958 car. Estimate on this is 37 to 47,000 pounds. And it's like new. Look at that. Imagine cruising around in that. I mean, you couldn't go through any width restrictions, but I guess you wouldn't really care. Look at it. That is so cool. Love that detail there. In the back. Look at the size of it. That must be at least 6 meters long. Complete and utter chaos. It's like concourse condition though. Wow. Speaking of big boys, you've also got this long wheelbase Phantom as well. Look how much room there is in the back here. You could put 5-a-side in there. Complete chaos. You've also got these lovely curtains as well. Waft, waft. And of course, I absolutely had to touch on this. It's in my thumbnail. It is lot number 199. It is a 1987 Ford Sierra RS Cosworth. It's had over £80,000 spent on the car over the past 20 years. It's even got a new 550 brake horsepower engine in it, built by Blueprint Motorsport. Of course, it's fitted with a limited slip diff. It's got a roll cage in there, and this car has actually been brought up to Group A specification, but is road legal. The estimate on this car then is about £80,000. That's absolutely ridiculous. You can see the roll cage. You can chuck it on its roof and you'd be absolutely fine, but that is a weapon. One of my favourite things. Oh, these wheels, look at that. Look at the detail on those wheels. Two-tone, if you like, to use a watch analogy. Very, very, very cool. Wowzers. And there is an NSX there. There's a 355. There's another Sierra Cosworth over there as well. There is so much that you're going to have to go and click the link below and check it all out. that's all we've got time for anyway, and as I say, there's over 150 lots. So if you do fancy checking any of them out, bidding, you've got to register before you bid ahead of the auction this Saturday. The link will be below, that's why I was pointing, and you can go and do all of that using the details below. There are always, of course, preview days ahead of the auction. Wednesday, Thursday and Friday ahead of the auction. Depending on when this video goes out, you may well have missed one of those days, but you can come and check out all of these cars, go through the paperwork, whatever it is you want to do, you can do that ahead of the auction, which is Saturday, starts on Saturday morning. Anyway, myself and a business partner of mine are probably going to bid on one or two of these cars here. I might have let slip on one of them, but I haven't let slip on the other, so that is all to come. Good luck, happy bidding, subscribe, blah blah blah, and make sure you check out the Historics YouTube channel as well, because it is shot a million times better than this. Not difficult. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.